Hey there, welcome back to Flat Tire Farm. I think we're on our 8th Azure standard video. I'm going to show you what we got this time, as well as some updates on the way I processed our previous orders. We got a lot of citrus this time because we don't grow citrus in Alaska, and I really thought about if I'm bringing these things in and purchasing these things in bulk to process and store, how about I get the things that I know I can't produce here? Like, I'm probably not going to buy carrots for a while in bulk like I have on my previous Azure standard orders because, well, we can grow carrots in Alaska. So anyways, that's why I bought so much citrus this time, because I'm going to process it and save it. Now, lemons, I got a case of lemons a while back, and I did a video series on zero waste processing for lemons, in which I processed every part of the lemon. And I showed you different things you can do with the different parts of the lemon. And so I'm going to make some of the same things with the lemons. Probably a lot of this is going to go to curd though, because it's egg season, and one batch of lemon curd takes 11 eggs. So it's a great way for me not only to store my citrus, to make yummy snacks for Mr. Reeve, for those that are on Team Snacks, but also to preserve my eggs. So I'm going to try some experimenting and see if I can reach the same acidity level as lemon and lime curd as I can for adjusting the orange and the grapefruit into curd. And I think I can do that. But if I figure it out, I will make a video about it for sure. Also, for those of you Team Snacks, we're on our second case of Kettle Chips for Mr. Reeve. He's real excited about that. I ordered another case of ginger. If any of you, bless your soul, have made it through the pickled ginger video, which is long, laborious, and you probably can't hear it very well. I apologize, it's our first video, I think. I'm going to make some more pickled ginger. I might redo a video on that because that old one is hi-yi-yi. And so I'm going to make a much more clear and concise video for you, hopefully. But also, on our last Azure Standard video, I showed you that we made some ginger ale. Now, that was my second attempt at ginger ale from the case of ginger that I had bought before. And pretty much it tastes like death and gives you a heartburn at the first sip. If you're not a boy, it'll put hair on your chest. And so, yeah. So I would love to show you that bottle just as an example. However, it's a dangerous situation right now because those bottles of the last ginger ale that I made started exploding in my house. So I'd rather not get the SWAT team out for that. So I'm going to do my best to make some ginger ale that is good and not explosive or dangerous. And so that's what I'm going to do with this last case, or this case of ginger I just bought. We're going to make some more pickled ginger, and I'm going to find a way to make ginger ale that's good and not dangerous. And when I do that, I'll surely make a video for you. So let's get to the updates. I will show you, remember Mr. Reeves' tree of, I don't even know what it is. I think it's a tree of reality now. His pear tree that he planted from some organic pear seeds when we got our very first Azure Standard order. We got some organic pears, and Mr. Reeve, bless his soul, wants to put seeds in the ground. And so I'll show you right now what that plant looks like. He's getting pretty big, right? He's outside. We're going to see how he does. Aside from that, we got a frozen order last time. We got some frozen pineapple, which I made some dehydrated pineapple out of. It looks like not that great, but it's because if you put cherries and pineapple in the dehydrator at the same time, and you put the cherries on the top, as they drip their little red juice, it's going to taste, or it's going to go down and get all over your pineapple, which is why it looks brown. It tastes good because like cherry pineapple, but it looks horrible. So, note to self, put the cherries on the bottom. We also dehydrated some grapefruit that we got before. I'll show you. It looks nice in there. There you go. I think I'm going to use this for tea maybe, and just put that in the bottom of my cup of hot water. We also dehydrated, like I said, some cherries, but Mr. Reeve is real good about making sure things don't go to waste. So those are gone and taken care of and not going to go to waste, but they were delicious. Also, I canned up some juice This is grapefruit juice from our case of grapefruits that we got. And I'm going to just use this over the year if I want to make jelly or if I get to make curd out of this. I'll just have all this stuff saved and ready to go. And it's going to be shelf stable for 2 years because I pressure canned it. This corn turned out really good when I dehydrated it. So this is that organic frozen corn that I got a case of. This is 1 pound of it. And it just dried down into this one little pint jar, so that's great, and it's not taking up my freezer space, and all I need to do is take a handful or so and add it to my soups. So the other super fun things that I made was caramel sauce, a salted caramel sauce that I used that livestock salt. Remember, I got that Redmond's livestock salt instead of buying the people salt because it was like, I don't even know, 3% of the price or something crazy like that. So I did make a video about that. I'll put that around here somewhere. But this is cajeta, which is caramel made from goat's milk, but you could use cow milk or whatever you want. Anyways, it's delicious and you can eat it with a spoon. And that has been a really fabulous way to process milk. But I kind of get to sneak it in here because we use that Redmond's livestock salt. I did want to show you, I did a whole video on that livestock salt. So livestock salt versus Redmond's real salt, the people kind, and I did a comparison. And after I did that video, I had a couple people make comments about ways that they thought that would be a great way to use that salt. The problem with it, the short version, is that the minerals aren't broken down as much in the big livestock salt as they are in the real salt. So what I found is the best way to do it, hold on just a sec. What I found the best way to deal with that grit is to put it in the spice grinder. Just put the salt in the spice grinder and grind it up. This is just my old coffee grinder, but it makes it really fine, and then there's no grit and there's no problem. And I saved a junk ton of money and got a way higher quality salt than I can just get the junk kind at a Walmart. And the last thing I made was this rhubarb cherry grilling sauce. And I made a video about that. I used the organic frozen and pitted cherries that I got from Azure Standard, obviously. And so we're going to use that for putting on pork or chicken when we barbecue. So that's all the stuff we made this time. Stay tuned for more videos of more things that I make. And there in the description will be the link to Azure Standard if you're interested in it, and also the cost of all of these things, what I paid for them, and also what I paid for shipping. Because I live in Alaska, I pay higher shipping costs than most people. I talked to a lady in Delta Junction, and she pays almost 50 cents a pound on top of the cost of the items for shipping. So bless her soul. Bless your soul, lady. As always, thanks for joining us on Flat Tire Farm. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, I'll link the videos at the end of the things that we made this time. The cherry rhubarb grilling sauce and the caramel sauce, so that you can watch those if you're interested. And stay warm out there, but not too warm, guys. It's pretty hot these days. I mean, stay cool.